Sure now. Here we go. This is interesting to see on this end. Oh, it's still time to. We don't really know what's going on. We don't. Oh yeah, I gotta make sure. Here we go. Okay. So we got that. Benny, hello. How are you doing? Trying to see. So that was honest. I was kind of watching on my end on different and seeing how long it took to register I was live, which is crazy. All right. Mac and cheese sounds so dang good. Crafty-licious. Let me make it chat filter. All of y'all. Thank you. There we go. Be good. You be good. We all just should be good, I think. You know, we should just all strive to be nice and cool. I miss the fact that I don't have any music because I don't think I don't know what was up. Actually, let me know how the clarity is over here. I'm trying to figure all that out. Hi, I told you I was coming back, and I was trying to do a double stream just to see how that would go. It didn't really go, but we tried our darndest. We sure did. I can tell you that. But it didn't, my internet said no. No. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. That sucks. That does stink. Like, and there's nothing that you can even. That's annoying. I apologize because that's annoying. I haven't had that happen here, but at my old house, I definitely had that happen. And it was so annoying. Oh, that's funny. Well, thank you. But, like, your name, dude. Oh, no. Can I? I can. So I can, Selena. It's so like okay, to an extent, but the extent is stuff that makes sense. Like, you know, like stuff that we just really shouldn't like. The stuff that will obviously get you in trouble. That's what we can't say. From my understanding, I did learn, I think last night, that you can, if your personal information can get you in trouble too. So that's another thing to like not, I guess, do is personal information. But again, I'm not like too personal or something. All right, I'm gonna get a chameleon. I was just trying to get this going, make sure everybody knew. Weir's over here now. Oh no. We got it? Oh, snap dizzle down. We're trying. We're sure trying now. Yay. Is this working? It's working. Okay. I have a hard time concentrating. I'm sorry. Do you also have ADHD? No, Benny Wowzers here. Oh, he's like, I hate that. I mean, it's scary, but I'm putting you up. Because I'm going to get a big boy out. And he's like, man, he goes, you kind of, I would almost think you're one of the Gambino boys. Because you're just like, oh my God. Scared. Is he cute? I think he's really cute. Oh no. Jay, dude, he was like, I don't want you to do a lot. I was like, man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby. I just assume while y'all asleep. John Gotti. Johnny boy, would you like to come on out? You want to come out? You want to get yourself a super worm? He's like staring at my ring like I hate that ring. Here you go. You like that hand better? Sage, you want to name a baby? Oh, we do. Maybe we can. Stick around for a little bit. We'll name. Oh my gosh. Selena Kate is down in Branson. Hi, buddy. He's at his home. You have found the chameleon queen. That is me, folks. Oh, are these reptiles or are they actually aliens? Am I human or am I an alien? How does my connection seem? Should I turn music on? Because it's driving me absolutely bonkers to not have any music. I will. I know. He's been so busy. Even like, he's been so busy. Da-da-da-da. His name is John Gotti. John Gotti. Oh my God, people are like, man, it's the first time we've ever seen a woman before. Bleep, bleep, words. Duh. No, YouTube's, it just so, like, if I have, like, no, it wasn't that. The reason I turned it off earlier is I didn't know if it was affecting, so I'm going to turn it back on. So I don't know if it was a Tic Tac thing or what, but, like, it was glitching over there, so I was trying to see if I turned that additional, like, thing using up my Wi-Fi, if possibly that would help it. Because I don't want to, like, I don't know what was happening. Hello? What? Hey, Johnny, they have a weird request. Can you do the request for them? Can you go? Yep, that's him. That was him clapping. Oh, Lord, have mercy. What movie is this? Well, this is a movie about a girl who lived in a basement full of chameleons. And together we discovered a way to unite the world in peace. And everyone was so happy finally for the first time ever. And then we're like, psych, I'm the Antichrist. I don't know. Wait, I don't know. I was trying to really think of a good plot twist. I'm not a movie director or a screenwriter or anything like that. I think that's it. What's it saying? Yeah, I don't know. You can talk all about that. Really? That's exciting though. He'll learn once they start learning. I feel like they do it fast. No. These are chameleons. These are chameleons. They're not the same as snakes. Chameleons are a lizard. Holy hot. You got a crocodile? So in Australia, let me get this straight. We can have crocodiles in Australia as pets, but you cannot have chameleons shipped there. Damn. Well then, okay. Wait, huh? What's happening? He'll be doing really good very soon. That's what I think anyways. That's what I'm speaking into existence. I just, everyone's, bro, my dog is a weird dog. He's a one of them weird Aussies or us. Shit. Don't be scared. John Gotti, he's not gonna hurt you. Oh, I'll go show some of them in a little bit. Let me get my oh, man. Oh, man. Can I even see it? What was that? Eric, you're amazing. How many? So, Selena, we have had a total 23 babies from Redline. 23 babies from the Redline, which is his sister. They 100% hatch rate. They're all still doing really good. And then the Gambino clutch is really small. I have 4 now. These are indeed a type of lizard. Some people think these are salamanders, and I'm like, sometimes I feel like little salamanders are amphibians, and amphibians and reptiles are actually not related. Then why are they all like? Why are we in herpetology? Like that's what I'm considered. When we study herpetology, we're going to learn about reptiles and amphibians, but they're not the same thing. Or not. It's so weird. No, 2 passed. But they were 2 that we were all kind of like about. But there's 4. But that was it was only 6 that even hatched. Lizard time, Justin. This is John Gotti. John Gotti is an ambilobe panther chameleon. Ambilobe is his locale. Locale represents the region of Madagascar they're from. There's over 200 locales. They all have their own unique colorations and markings. I have 3 locales that I keep. This is an ambilobe. They have the biggest color variation as well. So that's red body blue bar. I also have yellow body blue bar ambulobes. I have a yellow body red bar ambilobe and a rainbow. Yes, yes, that one did. That one, yeah, that one definitely did. That one was, yeah, dude, that was rough. That was rough. That whole thing. I only have one. I have one big poly baby from that whole clutch. That was like a very traumatizing experience. They are native to Madagascar. They are invasive in Florida. Florida is almost a perfect environment for them. So they look at, yeah, that was a, so dude, those lives were awful. Look at him. Isn't he gorgeous? So these are his resting colors. It's a really big misconception that chameleons change their coloration by whatever they're touching or the hell? What is that? What? By their coloration or whatever they're touching. They are actually walking mood range, so they change their color based on mood and temperature. Thank you. Isn't he? Mary, how are you? Mary, I modded you over here. It's your mod over there. Me too. I call their little feet grippies. That's just what I call them. Yeah, like a mood. Justin Helix? Yeah, oh my gosh. I was like, I don't have one named Justin Helix. Yeah, let me get Helix out. I'll get Helix out. They do change their color based on mood and temperature. So he's in his resting colors. Now, red body blue bars like him, they don't have as drastic I don't know, I'm trying to think of like dramatic as a color change as like a yellow body blue bar because they go from like green or yellow. Let's get Helix. Hi, buddy. Look, why do you do that every single time? There you go, buddy. Hi, Helix. So Helix is another ambilobi locale. He's a hot damn. What the hell? He's a yellow body red bar. So when he fires up, the red is just always there. He's not mad. When the red's just the coloration he's always going to have. When he fires up, that green will completely go away and it'll be yellow. There is a male out, John Gotti, so he'll probably fire up, even though John Gotti is like literally 2 times the size of Helix, because John Gotti's a really big male panther. Do I have a lion or a dinosaur? Yeah, he is. Well, he's got, listen, there's a reason. I have some receptive females. He has not lost his V card. He is like rearing to go. Like, he really wants to go on a hot date with some of these pretty ladies. Unfortunately for him, they're not his ladies. Helix turned 8-year-old on January 6th. Isn't he beautiful? I call him the grippies. Oh. Want to see me a snack? And we'll also feed John Gotti a snack too. Ambilobis and usually this locale are usually around $500 to $700. That may or may not include priority overnight shipping depending on your breeder. His half siblings that I have, they're too young. But at the end of March, beginning of April, they will be looking for new branches, and those males are going to be $600 to $650, including priority overnight shipping. And those are his half siblings. Females are like $250, $300, including overnight shipping. And then 7. So that is going to be the most I've spent on an ambilobi panther chameleon. Actually, was John Gotti. He's a red body blue bar, so the coloration does happen naturally. It's just not as common as other colorations. So before shipping, he was $700 before shipping. So I spent almost $800 after shipping on him. Worth it though, because to have a true red body blue bar can be difficult, especially from a good breeder where there's no risk of inbreeding. But you got to think priority overnight shipping is like $80. Females are cheaper because they're a lot smaller. They don't have the coloration they don't change color like these guys do. Like, they have pretty colors, but it's not, I'll show you a female and you'll see it's not as vivid and bright. It's not colorful like this. Also, they don't live as long. They lay eggs regardless if you pair them up. So they'll lay their egg in fertile clutch, and that does require a bit more care. I do too, Craftylicious. I do too. I just do. It's hard to like, ever since like, you remember it was back in January, I'd start my live and I wouldn't say, I would just look at the camera and it'd be like, every time, 3 minutes to the T, bam, restriction for like, saying I was redirecting people, but I didn't say a single word. I even did a mod only live and it did it to me. So it was like, after that happened, and yeah, I was just like, I'm never gonna, I don't know. I don't want to be like putting all my eggs in one bag. You try to eat nothing. Dude, you want to sit warm then, huh? But I'm not gonna put my eggs in one basket again. Wow. That is always a unique thing over here, so far stuff. I will say that. Not used to that. Exactly. Like most animals, the males are the ones that are more colorful. Oh, snap, dizzle down. Lovers and oh. Get it. You're in a weird spot though, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like your angle, you know how to hunt, you know how to eat, but you were like, you don't want to like lose your positioning. There you go, buddy. Good job, Helix. I love it. The Jacksons are so cool. Yeah, we're taking you way back, guys. This Helix. So Helix has started to turn into, I would say, like a big favorite for people. The thing that's so awesome about Panther Chameleons, it's like, if you have a certain coloration or color in general that is like your favorite color, like you could probably find a Panther Chameleon that has the coloration that you like. I started my live streaming on TikTok. That's where we've done our main things for the longest time. But after it just basically like I for what was that, like a whole week, was in huge genuine fear of losing my account on there for no reason. Honestly, like no reason. It was actually a glitch, which was really pissed me off when I found out it was a damn glitch. But when I've like, what, it's been like 2 years, I have like 70 something thousand followers. I about watched that all go down the drain over a glitch. And so I just don't trust it. You know what I'm saying? And so anyways, I'm like, you know what? We're going to try to come over here. But YouTube, thankfully, I can actually talk freer on here. Who Helix has been, Selena? John Gotti, he's so cool too. But I have been trying to make sure I prioritize YouTube as well. In Hawaii, you can't, unfortunately. So I can priority overnight ship in the U.S. Technically, even Alaska, but that's a different thing. But Hawaii is the only state that you can't have these as pets in general. Like you're not. I mean, like, let me rephrase that. Like, if there's a will, there's a way. If you know what I'm saying. Now, I'm not gonna take any part in that, but like, there's a way somehow. I'm not really encouraging that. But anyways, I won't be any part. Like for real, I'm not gonna be any part of that. I'm just saying. Now, Alaska, there's 2 cities they can be shipped to. Reptiles are the best. I'm not here to find love, no. There's like a thing in my head and like internally that's like stranger danger, and I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just listen to that. I've watched enough ID Network to know that, like, most meeting people online without ever even seeing a picture of or whatever, just like, yeah, you know what, you sound great. It doesn't end over well, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so before I had children, because I used to love ID Network, after having kids, I can't watch it because I will become the most paranoid individual you've ever met, honestly, because I'm like, you're like, everyone's out there, you know. Actually, Crafty, yeah, you would be great. Yep. There we go. I just wanted you. What the helly? Danny, yes. Dude, look at Helix now. He's like, did you forget about me, guys? know if this is a compliment or not. I don't really, you know. There you go. Y'all want to see him eat a super rad? A super. He looks as rad. Well, my screen. Do you like the way it looks as a mom? So, and I think honestly, once I. I don't know. I don't know how it works. Maybe Danny's able to explain it better. But when I'm able to monetize, which I'm more than halfway to qualify now. The chat will be different, I think. Like, I think it might look, I don't know. You don't drink your... I didn't. One, I would never get these guys at a pet store. I would recommend y'all to never get a chameleon from a pet store. Your big chain pet stores, they are incorrect husbandry 100% of the time. Most of your local stores don't really know what they're doing. There's some, don't get me wrong, most of them don't know what they're doing with chameleons. I always recommend getting them from a reputable breeder. I got this guy from my friend Jonathan. He has Iperdalis. I produced Helix. So when I say produced, because like for some reason over here, y'all are like, basically, I picked out his parents. I matched his parents up. I'm a matchmaker for chameleons. It's one of the things that I have the responsibility of. I gave them I arranged a hot date for them. They did their thing, and they're like, they said no. It's not our life. They abandoned the eggs. The mom said, I don't want these. And I get a hold of their dad. I'm like, hey, he goes, those ain't mine. And I raise their babies. So that's what I mean. I produced them. I intentionally picked out their parents. I intentionally picked out the dominant sire because there's traits I liked and I wanted to work with the traits. And then he's my holdback from that clutch because he's gorgeous. I have half siblings. So I don't have any full siblings from him. I won't. So I've always talked about how so I got hit. Zero was his dom, and Zero was actually the practice egg I purchased way back in the day. That my whole point of purchasing an egg was so it would hatch before my first clutches hatched. So I had like a little bit of practice before I was full blown raising 2 clutches of chameleons. She hatched like I think 3 or 4 months after they did. Anyways, she was when a female is group raised, it not only affects her quality of life after, like, even if you buy her and give her perfect husbandry. When they're group raised, especially females, that's like a constant stress that they're like in, like a stress that they really affects their overall health being around other chameleons in that close of like containers and stuff. I didn't know. I would not have done the egg purchase if I had known that. But it also, not only does that affect a female's her overall health, it affects her eggs, it affects her babies. So Zero, his dom, she didn't live really past her first clutch. But anyways, his siblings that I will have out of the 23 that are the red line clutch, that's a red line kind of John Gotti clutch because Roja's brother is this guy, John Gotti. So they're going to be red resting body colors, I'd imagine. Whether or not they have blue bars or if they have mixed bars, I won't know until the males color up. We are reputable. No, I would never recommend buying in an egg. Or if you see, what's even worse in my opinion than eggs are like if you go to a reptile expo and someone's straight up selling like baby hatchlings and what, run. Yeah, of course it's going to be cheaper because they haven't even the thought of transporting to a show, like traveling with baby panther chameleons. I don't even know how. I'm sure I would like to know. I don't, but I would like to know how many actually pass away during the transportation process. Am I back? Am I back? Dude, that sucks. I am so sorry. Hold on. Thank you. If y'all can, okay, here we go. I'm calling Spectre tomorrow. First of all, I can't have that happen if I'm working. You all, hi everybody. Thank you for is there really no audio? I was talking quiet upstairs because I didn't want to wake my kids up, and I was really trying to control my emotions because I was getting frustrated. Versace, I'm on. Okay, now we have audio. Let's see if we can get it back up. Yay, audio is working. That's all we need to know, yeah? Hey, y'all. Do we want to make it a chameleon date night? You want to know who's receptive? You want to know who's receptive as AF? Okay, Crafty. She is, little sweetie is. This is Mr. Meeseeks Abanja. That's his girlfriend. She's an Abanja. Look at her sweet face. Hi, baby girl. Oh, little sweetie. Hi, babe. Oh. You want to come out? You want to come out, baby? I know we're still not at that bonding stage. Like, you're like, oh, your finger's gross. Oh, no. She goes, no, I don't want to come out. She's like, no. But anyway, so this is a receptive female. What receptive? Oh, poor thing. Hold on. It's my phone. She doesn't like my phone. My bad. I'm sorry, sweetheart. No, we're good. So you see how she has those really pretty overall peach colors on her? A female. That's what they do in the receptive. You have a jaguar chameleon. Is that a panther chameleon? Or is that an actual? See, there's actually a lot of different species of chameleons. I don't know all of them. So her boo thing's actually Mr. Meeseeks. What the hell? So I'm gonna really try my darndest. We're just not gonna interact with the nastiness. Mr. Meeseeks, you like your girlfriend? You see her? Oh. Yeah, he goes, hell yeah. He goes, hey girl. You see your girlfriend, buddy? What'd you think of that? She's receptive. She's trying to run over to you. I don't think you understand. Like, she lifted her tail up for another dude, bro. So, like, she's ready for you. Hi. Yeah, girl. Who said, oh, hey, girl, you see my head bobbing? I remember you. Hey, girl. And she's like, oh, he's kind of fine. And she goes, hey, daddy. He's like, hell yeah. Oh, he's like, girl, you so fine. Look at my head bob, boo. See my head bobbing? Yeah, girl. He's like, you want to know what else bobs real good? Shit, I'll tell you what bobs real good. She's like, man, I'm feeling a little unsure. But to accommodate date night, I'm going to throw in some crickets for them just to also help neutralize any possible, like, there could be. But he is so excited. That's his girlfriend. That's his little sweetie. So I named her because she's a sweet girl. And she's receptive. And that is actually my most expensive panther. Him and her. She's my most expensive female panther that I've purchased. And he's my most expensive male panther that I've purchased. Those are Ambilobi locales, which are a bit pricier than... I'm sorry, those are Abanja locales, which are a bit pricier than Ambilobi locales. So he cost me $1,000 before shipping, and she was, after shipping, around like $700 for a female. But what else, what that means is, baby, that's a good, you're dramatic, sir. Dim the lights. You have Jack's wrong. What? Bam. You get that. You got yourself. So, anyways, I'm gonna throw in some crickets just in case. Like, I've only paired him up with her, and this is the second time. So, like, it's not like he's an experienced male. What that also means is I'm not overly like. I've seen it happen like with him once, so it was okay. He's not too much of a troublemaker, just judging from the first time. But I'm gonna put crickets, and she's a hungry girl, so I'm sure she's gonna run to the crickets. She's always hungry. But you gotta pay attention because you can have males. Shoot, the males are usually significantly bigger than they can be really big compared to females. So I'll put some crickets in here for them. For the lovebirds. Oh, she's ready. She's like, oh hell yeah, food. Yeah, baby, he's gonna wine and dine you. He's gonna wine and dine you, boo thing. Yeah, he's wining and dining you, baby. Yeah. He's like, you like those crickets, girl? You keep eating those crickets, Hoot. Hold on. This is little, so she's a little sweet. She's an Abanja female. Boom. Hey, girl. He's like, yeah, girl, you keep eating those crickets. You stay right there. You keep your tail just like that, boo. I love Parsons. I love Mr. Banana Man's awesome. He's like, yeah, girl, you keep getting those crickets. She's like, oh, these are just delicious. My God, like this place is amazing. It's not even roaches in here, nothing, man. Her name's Little Sweetie. I literally just named her Little Sweetie because I was lazy, but she's super sweet. Like, hey, girl. Damn. He's like, yeah, boo boo, you keep eating those crickets. So I'm gonna watch. Oh, she's so preoccupied with the crickets. She's not even freaking. I don't think she's aware. I don't think she's aware what's behind her right now. She's like, these crickets are delicious, man. He's like, yeah, he's like, yeah, you just keep focusing on those crickets, baby. She's like, okay, man, get delicious. She's like, man, look at him like eyeing her up and down. Like, damn, she's so fine. I'm joking around with you guys. I'm making it creepy, but also like entertaining because this is actually hilarious because he's a gentleman. That's right. As far as male panthers can be gentlemen, he's the most gentleman breeder I think I've ever like. Look at how he's basically asking for permission at this point. Yeah, they're good. He's like, she's so pretty. It's spending most of our lives living in a gangster. She's like, more crickets over here? Okay, man. Oh, wait, don't move. Don't move. Oh, that's so good. He's like, you keep eating those crickets, babe. He's just admiring her. He's just admiring her, and she's just like, I freaking love these crickets you got for me, boo. He's on it, man. He's not even interested in the crickets. Wow, what a guy. Wow, he spent all his thought into her. What a guy, man. She's like, oh, wait. She's like, I'm about to make things real weird, real fast. She's like, as long as I can eat, I'm good with that. Sup, girl? I mean, that's what I feel like they're like. Justin's like, what the hell? Uh-oh. Okay, you don't have to pull her back by the tail. See, this is where it gets, because the females, they get kind of like, they want to find just the right spot. But for the boy, every spot's the right spot. And, yeah. It's not overly, like, it's a bit raw. It's a bit something. It's not, like, yeah. He's a gentleman. Don't worry, you're not going to see the hemipenises doing their thing. That's how, come on, yeah, just distract her, you know. Not the hand necklace, damn it. That was right. You're the hand necklace one. You do the hand necklaces. Don't. It's nature, folks. It's just nature. And his neighbor's like, the fuck? He's like, where's my bitch? He's straight up skipped dinner. There's a spot. And her tail, like, she's so receptive. Like, she was like, she's ready. So anyways, don't you all worry. Don't you all worry. I'm not going to, like, violate your eyes because it's kind of a bizarre scene. Because it's hemipenises. You heard that right. It's plural. They have two schlonks. So, like, yeah. Yeah. He's fucking pissed, dude. He's like, the hell with it. Mr. Me seeks no hand necklaces. Where your hands are at is perfect. I'll leave you two lovebirds alone. Oh, God. Gambino, he's like, well, I want some food, too, man. He goes, why did you not give me none? Because now this guy, as awesome as Gambino is, he has a nickname here. His nickname is Ted Bundy. Okay, so I really have to supervise it with him because every single time, no matter where you're going for a roller coaster chameleon door swing ride. Come here, dude. Every time after I pair him up with the female, every time, he tries to, he's never been successful, but every time. And it is, like, you can't, even though, like, Mr. Meeseeks is being really good and it's, like, going over very well right now, you cannot just go about your day and not at least be in the same room when that's happening because they can go downhill very fast. Mr. Meeseeks is a lot bigger than Little Sweetie, but that's usually, males are usually a lot bigger than him. So, yeah. This guy, and it's so crazy because he's actually really calm to people. He's never been aggressive or territorial as a closure to like me. He's not one that wants to go instigate fights with the boys. But after he's done Netflixing and chilling with a lady, he will try and, you know. So anyways, his name is Gambino, but I almost have to sit in front of his enclosure and not take my eye off. Like, it's awkward because it happens that fast. And actually, if you've ever so Neptune the chameleon, when she paired up Venus and Neptune, like, they got injured over it. So with that being said, I don't know if she was actually there for, if she, like, didn't, you have to, like, be around when they're pairing up. Like, you can't leave the room because, like, if you go like that. These guys are very territorial creatures. They're not social creatures. So some males who are extra aggressive, per se. There could be a female who is also extra aggressive, like Sybil. And they might just first get a little defensive, and that might just be like, oh yeah, and the male might go, you know, like, they might start a fight, which a male will 100% of the time. The mother ever, Mr. Meeseeks, she just fell. A male will 100% of the time be the winner of that because they're a lot bigger. So let me help Meeseeks, who just straight up somehow managed to fall. Sir, are you good? You're okay. Don't you dare do your Mr. Meeseeks shit to me though, and turn like all freaking like. Don't. Here, I can help you. Don't attempt to bite me, please. I got you, buddy. I got you, dude. Okay. Here, go find her. You just fell. What's the science? Maybe I'm just being a joke. We all know who he is. Y'all know what I'm implying. And it's like some people get a laugh out of it. If you want to know the science behind it, I'm an accountant. That's actually my degree, was accounting. So, like, he tries to unalive his date. After he's done doing the thing with her, like, he tries to unalive her. I don't know what I feel like I can't say the actual thing still on YouTube. On Tiki Tac, like, I can't say that, you know. Oh damn, she's running to him. What's going on? Oh. But like this. She was like, oh wait, you startled me. And we're back to it. Okay. He fell somehow. I guess he got overexcited. Now, don't be giving me bad advice, and then I say the one thing I'm not supposed to say, and I get my account in trouble. So what can I not? What are the things that are going to get me in trouble over here? Because, like, on TikTok, I can't talk about, like, I can't tell you what eyeshadow I have on my, like, I can't talk about that. I can't even tell you the name of the equipment I use for the chameleons. I can't do any of that. I realize here I can, which is great, because it makes my life easier. I can't actively, like, rehome chameleons, which I'm not actively doing that on here. But I can tell you about how much they are. You want the babies? Hold on. So he's the sire of some of them. I can't get them out of their enclosure because I have a couple full-grown males out, and they are the perfect little, like, they're like the size of a cricket almost. I mean, they're a little bigger, but you get what I'm saying. Like, they are definitely a nice little snack for a full-grown chameleon still. Look at this one. Here's a baby. It's a big Polly baby just looking around, looking at some flies, or looking at real small crickets, I mean, with that cute little face. Aren't you a cutie patootie? The bad words, what, I cannot cuss? Wait a minute. Are you serious? I can't cuss? No, it's not just. It's not that it's not common. Like, okay, when I show him a female, like, you kind of literally watch the switch happen on and off the entire time. So his first initial reaction to seeing another chameleon, female or not, is to fire up like he would if he was seeing a male. He's trying to be like, I'm bigger and badder than you, like, watch out. So those colors for a female are not the same colors that she would normally get from a male going into his mating display colors. They're two totally different colors. When a male goes into his fired up colors, they do that to anything that they feel is a threat, but there's still a chance it can take on. Like, a lot of times, especially when they're younger, like, the back camera lens on your phone will get your males to fire up because they think it's predator-eyes, so they'll, like, oh, you got beef? If they're just straight up scared, they'll run away. Like, they won't fire up. Dude. But, So like when I show him a female, it's like if she stays still, he's, oh yeah, you're a female, and like then he gets into his mate. But first he fires up. Like he sees John Gotti right now, and he's kind of like, oh wait, do your heat lamps are only on at daytime. You don't have any heat or lights at all in their on or in their enclosure when the lights are off. Bye. But he just, there's some males that are just extra defensive, scared of other chameleons. And so like that's gonna be, he's not the most confident male I have by any means. He has an amazing lineage, and he has an amazing he's from an amazing project too. So like he's got really great colors. But as far as his confidence, he's not the most confident by any means. So he will be like fear, which can be shown as aggression. They're isolated. They don't know. Their way of surviving is by being alone. When the babies go their separate ways, they don't stick around. Parents don't recognize their babies, nor would they take care of them. Oh, no. So here's the thing. When you're keeping chameleons, you are trying your very best to replicate Madagascar for them. And understand that we can't perfectly do that because like I live in Missouri, so I'm trying my best. So they have in Madagascar, they're by the equator. So when you are closer to the equator, you have your 12-hour days, 12-hour nights. So you have your lights on for 12 hours, your lights off for 12 hours. Heat lamps. So a lot of keepers actually only have their heat lamps on for about 2 hours a day. The reason being is chameleons, they're not like, you know how iguanas, even I believe bearded dragons in the wild do this too. They'll just sit out and bask for a lot, with like hours and hours and hours. Like they're basking all the time. They're even sleeping. I saw wild iguanas just chilling and sleeping, taking a nap out in the sun. These guys don't do that. And the reason is they're just like basically like just like right out there, like, come and get me guys. I'm right here. Come and get me birds. So they'll wake up in the morning, they'll bask for a couple of hours because they do cool down at night. So they'll bask for a couple of hours, and then they'll go back down inside the branches, and they'll start to eat. So they'll look for bugs to eat. They're not ones that are always out. They don't want to be out in the open like that because that makes them an easy target. They're not. Yeah, they rarely will go on the ground. Females, one of the only times they do is when they go down on the ground to lay eggs. These are cold-blooded, yes. I'm happy you like it. So, can they roam in your yard in the summer? You can take them outside. Now, they can get too hot. So, when it starts to get into the highs of like really even the 80s, even though yeah I have a basking, I keep my basking spots, I try to aim for like 80 degrees, but they can overheat easily. So a lot of times you'll see pictures on like Facebook on the chameleon groups, for example, or they're like, man, my chameleon's outside and like they're so fired up, look at them, and like they're really cool ass colors. It's like, wow dude, that's so cool. They're overheating. And unfortunately, when they're overheating, they look amazing. Like their coloration is crazy awesome. So people think it's just because like they're outside in the sunlight, and the natural sunlight's just bringing out all these colors. And they're overheating. So you need to, if you have them outside, you need to make sure that they have adequate places to actually get out of the sun and to get shade. Also, so they feel secure. Because when you put these guys, I guarantee you, the first time you take your panther out or any chameleon out into the open outside in your yard, when you look at them, they're looking up. They're like, oh, hell no. Like, they're like, this is what the bird's going to see me. And anytime a bird does fly by, they're like, oh, hell no. Like, they think they're going to get killed. Or shoot, I shouldn't have said that bad word. I do not sell eggs. They can bite. He's never bit me. I have been bit. I've been bit by 12 out of over 200-ish. We do not. It's been pretty good. Yeah, that's right. So while they take my chameleons out, I'm like, you got it. You got this, boo. Do your thing. No, they don't. They have like, that's like butter knives. Think about it. Just, so let me show you how these guys, what is their first way of actually getting their prey? What is their first, do they go and bite their prey? No. They zap their tongue out. So their teeth are actually designed, the whole process of like just chewing their food basically. Now, it's not like they're sharp-ish. They're not as sharp as, I would like literally like let all these guys bite me before I let my bearded dragon bite me. Like, he's never bit me. Dragonite's like super chill, super awesome. They're not, that's like not their primary form of like, you know what does that make sense? Like, you know, other lizards, it's just and they get it like that. Or like a very short tongue type of, that's not how they do it. So their teeth are just more so meant for crunching up the insects that they get. They can bite you. In my opinion, it hurts more than a paper cut. It's not as bad as a cat scratch. Honestly, when it comes to the pain that they can cause you, most of our most typical like pets that we have, like cats and dogs, they can hurt you way more than these guys can. Now, don't get me wrong, there's definitely other lizard species, like tokay geckos can literally deglove your finger. I've seen iguana bites where it takes a chunk out of you. Tegu, monitor lizards, you're gonna go to the ER if they bite you. It's like if you've ever cut your hand or whatever, or cut yourself with like one of those plastic Tupperware lids. That's the best it is deeper than a paper cup, but it's not bad. Clean it out, you're good. We should totally clone a T-Rex. Here's the thing, I freaking love dinosaurs. I always loved dinosaurs. When I was a little girl, I knew the period that all the dinosaurs belonged to. I love dinosaurs. I was a dinosaur geek. At 9 years old, I had issues, but I got into it with a girl who told me that T-Rex was the first carnivore dinosaur, and he was from the Triassic period. And I said, no, he's from the Cretaceous. We got into it. I did something I shouldn't have at 9, and I got asked to leave the Discovery Channel store at the mall at the age of 9. So I'm not like that. I don't know why. I just went through a lot, basically. I think that's why I was that way. But anywho, dinosaurs are extinct, or I would totally keep dinosaurs. This is my next best option, man. Chameleon. He's a panther chameleon. No, the T-Rex is from the Cretaceous period, and this girl told me he was from the not the Jura, from the Triassic period. The Allosaurus wasn't even around yet. That guy's from the Jurassic period, too. Yes. I already have a cat. She didn't know. I have a cat. I have 2 dogs. I even had a horse. I need a bird. I do need to get a bird. Then I could be like, I am well versed in all the species of animals. Triceratops. You want to know why Triceratops, for some reason, I think the reason they were not my favorite was because of Land Before Time. I freaking hated Sarah's dad like no other. Like, her dad was a POS. He was a piece of shit. I'll just say it. Sarah from Land Before Time, her 3-horned dad was a douchebag. He's like, you don't belong with them. They're different than us, Sarah. Like, fuck out of here. Oh, I miss my horse. Mini jungle. I miss my horse so much. I had to sell him because like I had to pay for my kids' school, and I was like, damn it, everything just changed. Dude, that movie was awful. I mean, it was good, but like that was I say this many times. You'll probably hear this many times. That hands down was the most parent death scene in an animated movie. The most traumatizing, traumatic one. Bambi wasn't shit. Even Lion King was nothing compared to that. They made it worse because she was still freaking alive. She's like, Littlefoot, and she's like, Mama, and I'm like, y'all who saw that, because I was born in 92, so no, I did not have the blessing of getting to see that movie in theaters, but like, how did y'all make it? I freaking cried at the Brachiosaurus. I was pregnant, mind you, but I cried at the Brachiosaurus and then the new Jurassic World when they left him on the island. He's like, what about me? And I was like, oh no! I started crying, like bawling. I was pregnant, I gotta say that. But like, how did y'all do that scene? Because damn, that was tough. It's still tough. I can't do that scene now. It's worse now. Don't get people. The Lovers are doing fantastic. They're now we're good. But that movie was awful. And another, if you really want to just feel really down, watch The Plague Dogs. And for some reason, when I was in elementary school, they were like, this is a really good movie for kids to watch to learn about, like, what we do to the environment. I'm a crazy lizard lady. You have no idea how crazy of a lizard lady I am. But, man, but then, like, 50 First Dates. Because of, like, how it always will be for her. Oh, man, that movie was, I mean, I love that movie. I love, like, my favorite Adam Sandler movie is Waterboy. Like, that will always be one of my favorite movies, always, forever and ever. But, Jessica, don't get me on those mic. Do you know what movie I'm talking about, The Plague Dogs? Do y'all know about that movie? Do you know about, it's like an animated movie. I think it's a British animated movie, and it's about, like, dogs. Like, there's a lab that does studies on dogs, and two escaped somehow, but it was rumored that they were testing the plague virus on these dogs. And basically, like, a whole thing goes into, like, if you see these dogs, then because, like, they have the plague, probably. And somehow they're like, what was it, the Secret of Nymph or whatever that, dude? And that movie was worse. I mean, that movie was worse. That movie was so bad. That movie was like, any little glimmer of hope there ever was brief periods of glimmer of hope that were shown in that movie were instantly crushed, and your soul's like, ah! Sad movie. I really think the Granite State, Illinois school district was just like really effed up because like they had us watch some weird shit. Man, anything on Tubi is either like what did I just actually watch? Super low budget, or like what you said, extremely traumatizing. A bus-sized jellyfish, get out of here. I've been stung by a jellyfish so many times, it's stupid. I don't know what it is. Like every time I go to the beach for vacation, they're like, oh, she's back again, guys. And they sting me. Every time. I got stung by a jellyfish when I was a baby living in Hawaii. I was a damn baby the first time I got stung by a jellyfish. I don't remember it, but I got stung when I was a freaking baby. Like, the scariest movie. Oh, I am like weird with scary movies. Most of them don't scare me, but I don't like stuff that's just for gore. I don't like the gore stuff. I don't. It's like... That was Gambino. And then this one's Gian Giatti. No, I have no cross locales whatsoever. You want to see a baby? You want to see eat a bug? I think John Gotti is owed a treat, so I was going to give John Gotti a snack. I already gave him that. I already gave Gambino a snack earlier, so... But our beloved John Gotti needs one. Yeah, I'm not going to cross locales. Sometimes people get really cool results from crossing locales. Other times you get really muddy results. But it's very difficult, if not impossible, depending on the cross that you do, to keep that look going. Like if you have a meal that turns out super badass looking, and it happens, but it's so hard to actually make that a whole thing. It's very difficult. It's so time consuming. Like you would almost have to re-replicate it with completely unrelated chameleons. So what we're talking about is like years. I'm back. Okay, I did a thing. And also a whole bunch of females that are cross locale, which are very difficult to find homes for, because I, as a breeder, would never purchase a mixed locale female because I don't know what she's throwing off, for one, for her colors. What is? Oh, is it? Wait a minute. Is that movie? Is it animated as well? It's definitely a baby dolphin. 100%. It's a baby dolphin. Oh, yes, I did. I did. Oh, you will. Like, here's the thing. So the first time the cross happens, especially if you have, like, a good pairing, It's usually pretty. I mean, so you got to think too of the actual cross that it is. So, it, depending on the coloration of ambelobi, I mean, I'd be curious if it was a red body blue bar ambelobi or a yellow body blue bar ambelobi that was the ambelobi side. Abanja's, mine's a northern region Abanja, and like when he fires up, he turns basically white with bright red bars. Super cool looking. You'll rarely see him like that though, because he's never even done it to other males. He's only fired up because he was pissed off at me. You know that. Not animated. I'll have to figure that one out. I know there was like a really kind of like effed up movie that was like an animated one about what you just said, and it was a UK movie, and it was like they were like in the Fallout location, and it was basically they had been listening to like the British radio like how to handle it for so long, and then it happened, and like they both just slowly like pass away. And I was like, why would I watch that? I didn't. I just no. I don't want to have to deal with like thinking about that shit, you know. But the worst movie I've ever seen. I don't watch it, and I saw it before they made it next to impossible to find the unedited version of it, and that was the Serbian film. Don't ever watch. That was the worst I've seen. That I would never watch it again. Dude, man, that's a huge snake. No. Modern movies suck, man. What are we talking about? Like, I don't have the time. Wait, why did that go away, mister? Why did that go away? I don't think you said anything wrong. Possibly. I only handle some of them. Because some can handle the handling better than others. Like I'm not gonna like I should say most of the time like I don't handle like those females. Sometimes I'll show you females. But yeah, usually my main male breeders I'll show off. Am I wrong for thinking? Oh, hold on. Why do some of y'all men compare your thing to a freaking lizard? I don't get it. Like, sure, if I was like here holding ball pythons and stuff, like it makes sense. Snakes, whatever. A lizard, in my mind, I just think of like some like awfully deformed thing. Because like this is a lizard. There's no like I don't get it for the life of me. People like me, it's gonna be clever, and they say like, "Oh, when you play my lizard," it's like, sir, it's got 4 legs. A fucking snake makes sense, not a damn lizard. Does not make sense to me. Why? It's so out there to me, like that. Like, you know, I got a lizard you can play with. Shut up. I'm not going to talk to you about my junk. Oh, yay. You ready for a super worm, buddy? Are you ready? You want a super worm? We're going to get his son out next. His son is an amazing hunter. Maui's a really good hunter. We really appreciate you not talking about that part of you. Ah, he's locked in. Look at it. Good job, John Gotti. Wow, what an amazing, precise aim you got. Good job, buddy. So you see his teethers, kind of? Those are his teeth, but not those needle ones. Bada bing, bada boom, John Gotti. He's a great hunter. All right, we'll put Johnny Boy up. The lovebirds are still loving. Scrumptious. Oh, that's cool. I got 2 crested geckos. I got a harlequin and a red phantom. Crested geckos are cute. I get why so many people like them. More chameleons are behind me. Yeah, so like that cross of the, I'm looking at that type of locale cross, you usually will have pretty males. Like a nosy bee cross with any of those, pretty usually. I have a nosy bee too. That's so awesome, Mary. It's been a while, but I'm back. Hi, Duck. My nosy bee, yeah, his name is Boudreaux. He's shy, so I do have to be. He's shy. He's not a confident male by any. I even showed him his girlfriend again, and he's still scared of the camusi too. So like, he don't know what to do with it. He's no. So I don't know about Boudreaux. Like maybe Boudreaux is just not. I don't know. Here he is. So look at the pretty colors on him. Whoa, that was weird. My kids have never heard of this. I don't want, like, I thought at one point my daughter, when she was 3 years old, was asleep in the car. Cars usually put them out when they were that young. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to listen to some me time music. And I was, what Drake song was it that I played? And mind you, it was not the worst Drake song that I could have been playing with a passed out 3-year-old in my car. Search and Rescue, that song. I played it like a couple of times for some reason, and I thought she was passed out. Next thing you know, I hear her going, come and rescue me, take me to the club, give me a chance. I'm like, oh, she knew word by word of the song. I was like, no freaking way, dude. No freaking way. And then, like, my son Jay was singing, like, oh, which Five Finger Death Punch song was he? Which is my fault, but... So, like, no, I'm not going to, like, I like it, but I'm not going to play around the kids. They're young. I'm saying there could have been a worse song that I decided to play that my daughter learned word by word, word for word, the first couple, like, and start singing it around people. Like, let's think about that one. Like, I could, like, I'm going to listen to WAP. Like, I could have played that song. That would have been freaking awful. Like, I probably would have been called into, oh my God. Here's the thing. Y'all are like, I want to date you. Think about this one for a second. I would never have time for you. I have 59 chameleons. 59 chameleons. I have 160 eggs that could hatch any day right now. I wouldn't have time for you. You'd be getting jealous of my lizards. You'd be like, that bitch likes her lizards more than she likes me. And then you just start to get hardened feelings, a hardened heart. You'd be like, where's your money? And I'm like, I had to get this for my lizards. And you're like, she spends all her money on her lizards. I'm not, you see what I'm saying? Like, there's more than just meets the eye here. You gotta think past this. Think the next step. I'm pretty obviously here. I got a lot of fucking lizards. Like, it's a lot of money. Okay? I'm not going to surprise you with like a custom leather, like embroidered thing with your name. No. Somebody, never mind. I think somebody was still talking about, I've had people in here who are like, I want to marry you. I'm like, you don't even know my middle name. Oh, good God, dang it again. Now with the 86,000 seconds? Wait, you can put somebody in timeout for 86,000 seconds on here? 86, I don't, what? 86,000. Why 86 and not 85? Oh my God, thank you for reminding me. Why does it tell me in seconds? Dude, I just saw 86,000 seconds and like that. You're right though, 24 hours. Damn it, dude. I haven't had to do that in a hot minute. So Calvin, here's the thing. Like this guy, I'm gonna put him up. He's gotten a lot better, but he's actually really he's not confident. He gets scared. So I'm gonna put him up. Dude, I can't wait for you to shed though, buddy. I really cannot wait for you to shed. So every chameleon is going to have a different level of tolerance for handling. And it can also, species will greatly affect it. So if you have a veiled chameleon, more than likely, your veiled chameleon is going to hate you forever, and you're never going to get to handle your veiled chameleon, because most veiled chameleons are punk heads that will forever hate you. They will always like try and bite you.